Hi, I'm Mike Holman. I'm here with my friend and partner, Diane Signoracci. I've known Diane for a long time. Diane is a remarkable person. For those of you who are my Naval Academy classmates, she's right up there with Walt Kessler. Diane was the valedictorian of her high school class, stood #1 in her class in college, and also was a valedictorian of her class at the Ohio State College of Law. She has remarkable discipline. She is an outstanding healthcare attorney. What I want to talk to her about today is her lifestyle. And I want to start talking about first your diet, because I know you've always been concerned about your diet. When's the last time you had red meat?
Like 30 years ago.
And why do you avoid red meat? I know there's a lot of literature on that and scientific studies.
Well, I'm going to tell you, initially it didn't have anything to do with health. I like cows. They're very peaceful animals. So I don't like to eat peaceful animals, and so I don't eat cows, but it worked out that is also very good for a number of circulatory reasons, cholesterol, and most importantly, and this is like the key to my diet, is non-inflammatory. You have to have a non-inflammatory diet. Inflammation is the cause of almost all chronic diseases, including cancer. So what causes inflammation? Meat, sugar, like white flour, pretty much the staple American diet.
And what Diane said there is absolutely correct, and I'm glad she brought it out. Inflammation is a killer. Heart disease, inflammation. Arthritis, inflammation. Strokes, inflammation. And what Diane is doing, she's eating a nutrient-dense, heart-healthy diet. Now, I know you eat a lot of salads. How often do you eat salads?
I eat salads once or twice a day, heavy on all the different vegetables, romaine, mixed greens, spinach, cauliflower, broccoli, carrots, celery, peppers. I like to put a lot of different ingredients in my salad, and then have, first cold press virgin olive oil, and I get Bragg vinegar at the health food store. Vinegar, apple cider vinegar, very good for you. So I always have that every day too in my salad.
And here you hear what I would call a variation of the Mediterranean diet, which is a classic diet for good health. You heard olive oil, first pressed olive oil. You hear a lot of vegetables and a lot of different colors of vegetables. And that's what you want to have on your plate every day. You want to eat lots and lots of vegetables, and all too many Americans don't do that. Now, I know you work out, and you've worked out regularly for all your life. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your workouts?
Okay, well, my workouts today are nothing like what they used to be, because I used to be a marathoner, a triathlete, but that's kind of in the past. I'm 61 years old now, and my knees are not what they used to be. But I still like to do an hour outside in either like biking on my mountain bike or walking with my dogs, with a nice brisk walk. And I normally do that in the middle of the day. First thing in the morning, I do a half an hour on a stationary bike just to get going. Then I do a little balance exercises, a little core training for my abdomen at the beginning of the day. Try not to exercise at the end of the day because it disrupts sleep patterns.
Now what you hear is someone who is exercising regularly, and Diane is exercising vigorously. And vigorous exercise is very good for you. Any exercise is good for you. Vigorous exercise is even better for you. Well, Diane, you're putting it all together. If you were to give some advice to people out there in terms of exercise and diet, what would you tell them?
Well, I would tell them to try to maintain a good weight. Keep your body mass index below 25. I'd like to get it closer to 20. And, eat a good variety of low inflammatory foods, which is fruits, vegetables, fish, beans, just high nutrient foods. Don't go real heavy on the fruits because it has a lot of sugar. So when you're thinking fruit, eat the whole fruit rather than the juice. And just stay active. Every day you should try to get at least an hour's worth of some type of movement. If it's walking, biking, doing exercises, something.
And here's a person that has been active all of her life. And I know it sounds like Diane just exercises and plans her diet, but I know she spends a lot of hours in practicing law. About how many hours a day do you spend practicing law?
10 to 12.
So-
During the weekdays, not so much during the weekend.
So 50 to 60 hours a week, plus her exercise regimen, and plus a healthy eating regimen. So that's what we all want to shoot for. Diane, I appreciate the interview. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.